The future of clean and green transportation is closer than previously thought. However, hydrogen fuel cell-powered cars are a rare alternative to EVs. However, the concept has previously failed miserably. However, it appears that BMW will release its first mass-produced hydrogen-powered SUV by the end of 2025. Hello, and you are already watching Tech Charge, a reliable source to get the latest info on automobiles and the world around them. In today's video, we'll discuss BMW's new hydrogen car and its impact on the entire industry. So, without wasting your precious time, let's get started. Although battery power is the front runner for future car technology, don't dismiss hydrogen as a long shot. Some major automakers, including BMW and Audi, are developing hydrogen fuel cell passenger vehicle prototypes alongside their fleets of battery cars, as part of their preparations to phase out fossil fuels. They're hedging their bets, calculating that a shift in political winds could tip the scales in an industry shaped by Tesla's decision to go the battery-powered route to clean cars. Germany, the world's auto hub, is in the spotlight. It is already betting billions on hydrogen fuel to meet climate targets in industries such as steel and chemicals. And close-fought elections this month could see the Greens enter the coalition government and push the technology even further. BMW is Germany's leading proponent of hydrogen fuel cells, with plans to launch a mass-market model by 2030. In addition, the company is keeping an eye on changing hydrogen policies in Europe and China, the world's largest car markets. In a project already partially funded by the German government, the Munich-based premium player has developed a hydrogen prototype car based on its X5 SUV. Reuters reported that Jürgen Guldner, the BMW vice president in charge of the hydrogen fuel cell car program. The carmaker plans to build a test fleet of about 100 vehicles in 2022. Whether this technology is driven by politics or demand, we will be ready with a product, he says, adding that his team is already working on next-generation vehicles. We're almost there, and we're really confident we'll see a breakthrough in this decade, he said. According to Reuters, the premium Audi brand has assembled a team of more than 100 mechanics and engineers who are researching hydrogen fuel cells on behalf of the entire Volkswagen Group and have built a few prototype cars. Because batteries are too heavy for long-distance commercial vehicles, the world's largest truck manufacturers, including Daimler AG Unit Daimler Truck, Volvo Trucks, and Hyundai, see hydrogen as a sure bet. According to Nikkei Asia, BMW and Toyota will collaborate to produce hydrogen fuel cell vehicles starting in the middle of the decade. According to BMW sales chief Pietro Nota, the two will begin producing and selling hydrogen fuel cell vehicles developed jointly as early as 2025. The automakers have previously collaborated developing the iX5 Hydrogen, which is based on BMW's X5 SUV, as well as the BMW Z4 and Toyota Super Sports cars in 2019. Toyota has extensive experience with fuel cell technology, with its Mirai mid-size sedan entering its second generation after 8 years on the market. Instead of an engine or a battery, these vehicles generate electricity from hydrogen and oxygen. Fuel cells outperform battery electric vehicles. They can travel longer distances and refuel in 3 to 4 minutes. However, the majority of public hydrogen stations in the United States are concentrated in California, and even there, the technology is not yet ready for widespread adoption. Politics, on the other hand, can be unpredictable. Diesel went from saint to sinner following Volkswagen's Dieselgate emissions cheating scandal, which was revealed in 2015. Some automakers see hydrogen technology as an insurance policy, with the EU aiming for an effective ban on fossil fuel vehicles by 2035. Despite BMW's re-entry into the electric vehicle market with the i4 four-door coupe and iX SUV, the company has hinted that it will also pursue hydrogen. CEO Oliver Zipse stated on a recent earnings call that the company's next-generation platform, Neue Klasse, will most likely be designed to accommodate gaseous fuel in addition to pure battery power. The company previously pursued an all-of-the-above strategy with the CLAR platform, which supported internal combustion, plug-in hybrids, and full battery electric propulsion. BMW was able to move quickly on plug-in hybrids thanks to CLAR, but its more recent pure EV efforts have lagged behind competitors. Neue Klasse may succumb to the same issues, or it may solve them. Starting in 2025, when new 3 Series sedans and X3 SUVs based on the platform go on sale, the market will get to decide. Both companies will be able to hedge their investments in zero-emissions vehicles as a result of the collaboration. BMW wants EVs to account for half of its corporate brand sales by the end of the decade, including Rolls-Royce and Mini. For years, Japanese automakers Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, as well as South Korean automaker Hyundai, were the only ones developing and marketing hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. China is expanding its hydrogen fueling infrastructure, with several car makers including Great Wall Motor working on fuel cell vehicles. More hydrogen fueling stations for commercial vehicles are being planned by the EU. According to Fitch Solutions auto analyst Joshua Cobb, the bloc is unlikely to push hydrogen passenger cars for another 2 to 3 years because it is still figuring out how to fund its battery electric car push and how to obtain enough green hydrogen from renewable sources. It's not out of the question that if the Germans come to power, they could accelerate the push to adopt regulations favoring hydrogen fuel cell cars, he added. Goldner of BMW acknowledged that hydrogen technology was too expensive for the consumer market today, but that costs would fall as trucking companies invested in the technology to bring fuel cell vehicles to market on a large scale. According to Goldner, BMW sees hydrogen fuel cell cars as complementary to its future battery electric model lineup, providing an alternative for customers who cannot charge at home, want to travel far, and refuel quickly. The motor in the hydrogen X5 is the same as BMW's all-electric iX. He states, "When the future is zero emissions, we believe having 2 answers is better than 1. Cobb of Fitch Solutions, however, believes that any European policy support for hydrogen-powered vehicles will take years to translate into significant sales. Indeed, LMC predicts that various uses of hydrogen in commercial vehicles, aviation, and energy storage will spur its adoption in passenger cars, but only in the long run. "We're not going to get there anytime soon," said Sam Adham, senior powertrain analyst at LMC. LMC predicts that by 2030, hydrogen fuel cell models will account for only 0.1% of European sales, with sales picking up only after 2035. There are still disagreements about the technology's prospects in the global auto industry as well as within auto groups. Although Volkswagen's Audi division is researching fuel cells, Volkswagen Group CEO Herbert Diess has been critical of hydrogen-powered vehicles. In a tweet this year, he stated, "The hydrogen car has proven not to be the solution to climate change." Herbst, speaking as a member of the Hydrogen Council Business Group, predicts that hydrogen will power more than 400 million cars by 2050. Said he was confident that now that governments have set ambitious carbon reduction targets, they will push hydrogen alongside battery electric vehicles. He asserts confidently, "We strongly believe this is not an either-or situation. We require both technologies."